Hi everyone, my name is Dylan with Designs by Dylan and welcome to Ella's Home and Garden. I'm very excited to be here today with Dina because we're going to be doing a Christmas tree for you guys today. So every week here at Ella's on Tuesdays at 10 we do something creative and fun, especially for the upcoming season. And girl, Thanksgiving is next week. Can you believe it, Dina? It's crazy. So I thought now would be a great opportunity, guys, for me to decorate a Christmas tree for you and just show you kind of the principles and elements of how to do so. So any questions that you guys have throughout today's video, drop those down below, as well as say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. Leave your comments and questions about Dancing with the Stars. Did you watch?
I watched.
Okay, did you watch The Bachelor last week?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so we've got lots to discuss, guys. We've got lots to learn, lots of fun to have. And again, everything you see here, guys, along with so much more, can be found at ellishomeandgarden.com. They not only have the things I'm going to show you, but they've got a huge variety and selection of florals and ornaments and things to embellish your trees, which I'm excited for you guys to check out.
Stems 50 off.
Okay, and every week at Ellis, guys, they have an item of the week, and this week the item of the week is going to be the picks and stems, and they're 50% off. So, girl, that's really what I'm going to use to fill in and enhance this tree. So as you guys watch this and you're thinking, oh my god, what can I put in my tree to kind of dress it up? Or say you have just some Radco ornaments, but you want to add a little bit of filler. Then all of those materials that I'm going to use are 50% off, guys, at ellishomeandgarden.com. Okay, so let's dive into this. So this is a 7.5 foot tree, guys. And you know, you always want to make sure you get enough material to give full coverage on your tree. So one thing y'all know, let's just be honest, girl, one thing I have a love-hate relationship with is mesh. And you know, I'm not really a fan of using it on my wreaths, but I love using it in my Christmas trees just because it's a great, inexpensive filler. So there's two different sizes on mesh, guys. There's 10 inch and there's 21 inch. And this is the 10 inch mesh, which I think is a great size for this size tree. It's more of a slimline tree. So what I'm going to do to put the mesh in is I'm going to cut this in strips, which are about 36 to 48 inches, depending on where you put it in the tree. So larger pieces near the bottom, smaller pieces near the top. And listen, can y'all be honest with me? Who here does the tulip paper method at home? Which this could apply with ribbon or with mesh, but who here wraps their tree? Does anyone do that? Oh, great, maybe want to drink a Bloody Mary. It's only 10 a.m. Okay, so please don't do that. This is the way you can incorporate the mesh and get even distribution throughout your whole tree without using the tulip paper method. Okay, so while I cut this up, which I should have already done for y'all, I want to talk about Dancing with the Stars. So, Dina's already rolling her eyes, but I'm going to cut my lips off with these things. I'm so happy with the results. I think that it was Johnny's time to go. I know Dina's probably going to disagree. Do you disagree?
I disagree.
I thought everyone did so good. This is probably the best cast they've had in a long time because everyone is so talented. And the Disney girl, Dina, love her, but here's what I don't like, okay? She's like a little robot. Like, you press a button and she gives this motivational, pre-rehearsed Disney speech. So I wish she'd be a little bit more authentic so we could get to know her. But she did a great job. She was very graceful. Y'all know who I'm rooting for? I feel like Nelly, the only reason he's there, his fans ain't gonna let him go, girl. They're probably gonna push him to the end, which that second dance, that drive where he did the pass was very good. But I'm rooting for Justina. I just love her. She's graceful. Her body's beautiful. That red is my favorite color, so I love to see her dress and all that stuff. So she was great. And who's the other one? Kristen. Or what's her name?
Caitlin.
Caitlin. I like her too. So other people who are left, who are you rooting for to win?
Probably Caitlin.
Caitlin
or Justina.
I would kind of like to see Nelly win, though. I don't know. I want him to dance It's Getting Hot in Here because, you know, that's his one hit, and I need to see him dance to it. So I really liked it. What in the was Tyra wearing when she came out? She about rolled her ankle in them boots. That was horrific. And that hat, oh my God, she was looking like Beyonce, trying to be like her. What's y'all's thoughts? So leave your comments. Let us know who you want to see in the finale. I feel like
Neve.
I'm Tyra right now giving, let vote, click the vote. Did they say Neve?
Neve.
Yeah, he's very good.
Nelly.
And if and when, which I really hope, guys, that Broadway one day gets back on track, I feel like Neve needs to be on Broadway. He's very good. He's not nervous at all. He's very comfortable. And so I think he'd be a great addition to do that with. So how was everybody's weekend? Mine was jam-packed, of course. Sunday I had my Christmas tree decorating event at Enoch Stomp here in town. We sold out to 65 people, which was awesome. Lots of people that I knew, so it's always cool to look out and see familiar faces. And actually I had some of my teachers there from school, and I'm like, girl, I bet you never thought I'd get out of school, did you? Because I didn't. Ooh, it was tragic. But we had a lot of fun on Sunday at Enoch Stomp, which is a winery here in town. And I tried a new wine, which this is not something you drink on a normal basis, but you guys ever heard of port wine? So I never really have, but they told me to try it there, and it's super strong. It's 19% alcohol, so whew. But, you know, you just drink it in small doses. It's more of a dessert type wine, which I normally don't like, but I got some and I really do like it. So you guys should check out their website and get some of that wine.
Marjorie was asking, was she wearing a dinner plate or a spaceship hat?
Exactly. I just don't know what happened to her. That outfit was horrific. Anyway, Tyra, we're gonna think about you. We're gonna pray for you. Okay, so we have our mesh, y'all. Look how easy this is to add it. You literally take it and nest it into your tree branches. And you do it in different areas. So like you come to this side now. Put this in here. Isn't that cute?
A couple people are asking about your chiropractic experience.
Oh, I'm glad y'all asked. My back's broke. Okay, so I started going to the chiropractor. Today will be my 4th visit. And my back is jacked, y'all. He did x-rays and my spine was all jacked up. My neck was, out of whack. So basically it's going to take 24 treatments for me to get enough correction where I don't have to go back in 6 months because I'm in the same pain. So it's only been 3 visits so far, so I have some relief, but not a lot. But it's going to take a minute to move my spine and shift all that stuff to where it should be. So the overall experience was great, honey, but listen, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I was getting nervous, y'all. When he pushes on your neck and stuff, the whole time I'm thinking, one wrong move and you're broke, But it feels great. Like, to me, you have instant relief, and then after he does the adjustments, I go lay on that bed, whatever it's called, and, it rolls you up and down and stuff. So it was good. I like it. Y'all stay tuned, and I'll be sure to share, as I do more and more visits. Y'all like my new shirt today? I wore this for y'all. Listen, it's collared, and I look like I'm about to tee off, but I went into Academy. Can we talk? I went to Academy, and this shirt, they have shirts in there for golfing that was $65. Are you kidding? Girl, I had to go on down to TJ Maxx and get me not an Adidas shirt, but Adidas, okay, with a D. And this was only $10, so that's my kind of shopping, but it's my new look, I think. Okay, so we're just adding the mesh all throughout the tree. If your tree is much larger, 12 foot, 9 foot, 11 foot, make sure you cut your mesh to match the size of your tree. You're probably going to need a little bit of a longer strip, but 48 is probably the longest that you guys need. Okay, you want to take the mesh, guys, from the bottom of your tree all the way to the top, just to make sure you get good coverage. Put that piece in there. And if you guys have been watching our videos for a while here, I'm trying to change up a little bit every year that we do a tree, so it's not the same for you guys. I want you to have a different experience, a different outlook on what we're showing you. And so usually we would start with the topper, but I'm going to show you a different approach today, just in case some of you out there do different things with your topper or don't like the big explosion, as some people say, at the top.
Someone's asking about a trashy tag.
Okay, listen now, people. Don't get crazy. I have the trashy tag on here because this is a demo tree off the tree forest right here behind me. So what's going to happen is after we get done with today's video, they're going to undecorate this tree and put it back. So don't be looking at that trashy tag, girl. Keep it to the side over there. I tried to hide it from y'all, but that right there lets you know the price of the tree and the top of the tree. Okay, you want to go through your tree, put all the mesh. Now, I'm mainly decorating one half of this with the front half because this is the side that you guys see. But if you were decorating this at your house, of course, you want to decorate all the way around, and you're probably going to take 2 complete rolls of the 10-inch mesh, which is going to be a total of 20 yards. So there's 10 yards in each roll of mesh. Okay, we'll put some over here. You want to be looking at my butt now? Okay, I've got a whole body shot today. We'll put that there. And then one more piece, and I think I'll put this one down here near the bottom. Oh, and there's a tag right there, section A. Okay, so you guys can see what great coverage and fullness that this gives you already just by adding mesh. Now, if you hate mesh and you don't even want to use it this way, it's totally fine. That brings me to my next component, which is going to be our ribbon.
Kay is asking, she's got a 4-foot pencil tree, so how long should she cut her mesh?
So if you have a 4-foot pencil, and when I say pencil, I'm talking about those that are really thin, like I used to be, I would probably cut them just about 12 inches, so about like this. And just put those in different areas. That's going to give you some color throughout. And I use solid red, guys, because my theme today is red, green, and gold, just traditional. But you guys could always do a pattern mesh or something like that. Or multiples. You could get a roll of red, green, and red, and then separate them out and use those in there also. So, I've got me a bow here. I've got several bows. And after you get done with the mesh component, you want to add your ribbon. So in this bow, I've got a 2.5-inch green and I've got a 4-inch red. So a lot of you guys, and especially people who follow me on Designs by Dylan and are in my monthly design group, Dylan's Divas, guys, they ask about good quality ribbon, and especially 4-inch, it's hard to find. So Ellis, for the first year in a long time, guys, they have a great selection of 4-inch ribbon that's on their website, ellishomeandgarden.com. It's all on sale, and this is one of my favorites. It's like a sparkly red. How you doing? Sparkly red with the gold edging on it, tinsel edging, which who don't love tinsel? And I feel like I'm awfully close. And this is just beautiful on your tree. It makes a big impact. I actually use this on my front door, which you guys will see later in my home tour, which I'm going to film on Thursday, if all goes as planned.
Nina, we have those for sale here at Ellis. She was talking about the Santa.
Oh yeah, don't they have like a whole little setup over here? I love it. My light bulbs is burned out, girl, back in my design room, so I thought we'd have to come out and store it today. Okay, let's start at the top. Tie our bow on.
Is there something else they can use instead of mesh?
I mean, say you have a rustic tree. If you want something that's kind of like the same texture and to give you the same fullness, you guys could always use burlap, and that's a great option too. You can usually get that 21-inch or 10-inch, and I like the smaller versus the bigger, but both of them can be used the same. So I'm going to do a diamond pattern on my tree branches, guys. When you add your bows, make sure you attach these to the branches and not the tips, because what's going to happen, girl, if you put this on one of them flimsy tips, your bow's going to be hopping up and down. So come over here and let's put it on the branch.
Colette, line 1, please. Colette, line 1.
Okay, so while I add the bows, y'all, let's talk to Bachelorette. Dina. Y'all, there ain't nobody better looking than Spencer. But when he opened his mouth, his ego ruined everything.
Yes, it did.
Because when he first got out of the car, I was like, hello. And his teeth were beautiful. I mean, it's just, but then, yeah, he opened up his mouth, ruined everything for him. What's the guy's name, Dina, with all the tattoos? I can't stand him. Kelly? He has got to go. And that guy she went on the date with, I thought he was sweet and nice. And it's great because she is actually giving each and every person an opportunity to show who they are. So now the people that we've seen now for 6 weeks, we're finally getting to know them. So I appreciate that, and I like that. Who's your favorite so far? And that Easy guy, I really like him. He's just easy.
I like Easy.
like what his name is. He's just very easygoing and sweet and nice. And so I'm anxious to see how that happens too.
Okay, guys, we've got the camera set up in a little funky way today, so I'm sorry. Besides me holding it, the top's gonna get cut off.
What's cut off? Top of the tree?
Just that piece that's sticking up on here.
Well, we're good. Okay, so look at how pretty these bows are, guys. And again, I'm just doing them in a diamond pattern, so that way they're not all the way straight down the tree. Put some on this side too. Okay, so let's take a little poll because it's been a minute while I add these bows. Thanksgiving is coming up. It's next Thursday. I want to know what your favorite thing to eat at Thanksgiving is. Whether it's sweet potatoes, whether it's dressing, whether it's turkey or ham or whatever it is. So y'all leave a comment. Mine is going to be dressing.
Dressing.
And Dina's is dressing too. So y'all leave a comment. You like deviled eggs?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Okay, I guess I need to just try them. Like, I don't do boiled eggs. Even on my salad, like if I go out to eat, I'll tell them no boiled eggs. I love eggs any other kind of way. But do they taste better with the stuff in there, I guess?
I like them.
Maybe it's a texture thing. Ooh.
The ribbon, let me see what she was asking. And I lost it. Beaumont store have these ribbons.
Yes. All the stores, guys, should have these ribbons that I'm using, especially the 4-inch. And they have some like whimsical candy ribbon in the 4-inch too, and it's really pretty. And those are all online, guys.
Kathy, we're not in our room. We had to rig something up to do this.
Just another great day. We got like a new backdrop that Tina and I built for our room. Mm-hmm.
Dressing, mashed potatoes, broccoli casserole.
Oh my God.
Dressing.
So bad, y'all.
Martha, we're in Longview, Texas. Dressing cranberries.
Okay, so guys, we got the ribbon in there. You can see how much fuller the tree already looks just by adding the ribbon. So I'm going to show you guys a new technique on something that you're going to love. Something that is not taken advantage of enough is pre-made garlands, especially in a garland. Like, you can literally take your plain green garland, take something like this that's decorative, and nest this inside of there, and look at all of the stuff in here. So we're actually going to mix this into the tree, and this is in our colors, red, gold, and we've got some green, of course, to add a little bit. But I just take all the pine needles and stuff and the poinsettias. You can fluff those in a second. And we're going to incorporate this into our tree. It's going to give us some great coverage, okay?
Do you use a tree turner?
I'm not a fan of tree turners because I feel like no matter what you do with the tree, they always lean and they stress me out. So, I don't, but some people love them and have great experiences with them. Okay, so I'm going to nest these into my branches. I'm going to go kind of at an angle, guys.
Linda, this tree is for sale here at Ellis.
Okay. And I just tied that in by using the branches on the tree, guys. And these are little 5-foot strips, so that's a great size for a garland. But it's also a great size for your tree, especially one that's this size. Okay? So now I'm going to come over here and do the same thing. Take up your ribbon tails as needed. Okay? There we go. And then you can kind of layer them back down as you guys put them in. Okay? And then make sure once you get them in there, you can go back and pluck your poinsettias. Add all that in your tree. But look how full it is. So we just added 2 strips of 5-inch or 5-foot garland. One there and one there. And I'm not going to worry about maybe putting some at the top or maybe in another section because I do have other florals, guys, that I'm going to add in there that are really going to help fill this in as well. So the next thing we're going to add is going to be poinsettias. So say you hate poinsettias, you could use hydrangeas, you could use roses. They have lots of other flowers that you could use in place of this. But I love these, and I'm going to add just a touch of white to this tree, which is going to kind of break up all of those bold colors by using these fabulous poinsettias. And these almost look like holly leaves, so they're super fun.
Did you catch the price on those?
The price on those were $80, and then they are 40% off, I believe. So that makes them, you have to ask Dina, I can't count y'all. What does that make them? Half would be 40.
Half would be 40,
50 probably.
be around 50.
Around 50 bucks. Okay, so I'm going to add in my poinsettias.
And if you want to put lights on it, if you don't have a pre-lit tree, put your lights on first.
Yes, there's no plug right here, guys, or I would plug it in for you. But also, that brings up a good point. If you would like to put additional lighting on, like say you want to put specialty C9 lights or twinkle lights, put that on first, so that way all that wire is hidden by the time you get all of your components on the tree.
A multicolor light tree, what's the best color theme?
So multicolored lights, you got to keep in mind that colored lights darken everything. I love them, but sometimes when you get a whole look put in your mind and you put it on a tree with colored lights, it's going to change it drastically. So most of the time, colored lights are for whimsical looks, like peppermint, kid trees, elf trees, Santa trees, snowman trees. I wouldn't really put anything elegant-wise on a colored light tree because it's going to change everything. So I'm just applying my beautiful poinsettias, guys, mixing those here into the tree. I love these. You could also do clusters. Say you have a huge tree and you have some big spaces or holes that you want to fill in. You can do clusters of poinsettias, and that really gives you a great focal point in the tree as well.
Do you come with the tree if the tree comes to Florida?
Absolutely, girl. You send the plane, I'll be on it, okay? Okay, got a couple more of the poinsettias. What do y'all think so far? I love this. I'm going to step back where you guys are. Take a look, so I can't see up close. Okay. And these tails, you can stick further up in here, guys. If you don't like them cascading down the tree as much. We got one more. So let's take a catch-up break. Who has got their tree up at their house? Y'all leave a comment and let me know how many trees you have up. So I have 5. That's just because my house is so small. I can't. I tried to put one in the bedroom. Josh said no. So I had to put a gingerbread Scentsy on the counter in the bathroom, and that's as close as I can get to Christmas in there. I don't know why he will let me have one. I don't think that's rude. Okay, I got the poinsettias on. So next we're going to talk about florals. So when you guys come to Ellis or when you see trees in magazines and you see, oh my God, they're so full. If you have a tree at your house and you're like, I really need something to kind of dress it up or to enhance it a little bit, then what you're missing is probably florals. And that's going to be our item of the week this week, guys. They're 50% off. Florals are what they use for filler on everything, not only trees, but wreaths and garlands as well. And that's what they put at the top of the tree also to give you guys that explosion look that you all love. So, I've got several here. An assortment, really, that I'm going to use.
Lisa has 6
Oh my God, Lisa, so is she our winner for the most trees so
so
far? Okay, Lisa, let us know where you're from. So, y'all know, Ellis has a lot of sprays here that are my favorite, and there's some that are repeat that I make sure they order each and every year because they're so, you can use them anywhere. So this is called a honey locust spray. It comes in multiple colors, but I love red and gold. It's traditional. And the thing about stems, guys, they might be 50% off and you're still like, oh my God, that's really an investment. But you can use the same stem for Mardi Gras and fall. If you have red, you can use it for Valentine's Day, 4th of July. So there's multi-purposes you guys can use for these stems, especially one that's as great as this one right here.
Okay, guys, again, we're not in our room, so sound is bad. You've got music behind us, got people shopping. Sorry, we had to just put something together so we could get the camera going.
Stuff everywhere. Okay, guys, so here it is. So your tree is small at the top and it gets larger at the bottom, so you've got to remember that you want to make sure you keep your shape intact as you guys add more components to your tree. So therefore, when you add your stems, girl, don't put them in like this because your branches are hinged at a downward angle. So when you add this, you want to come slide it in here and let that slide down just like your branches do on your tree, okay? Number one question I get all the time is, how do you know how many florals to add to your tree? And it's really a preference thing. It's something that you guys have to decide. You know, the more florals that you add to your tree, the fuller the tree is going to be. So in this case, this is a 7.5 foot slimline tree, so I'm probably going to put 6 to 8 of each stem. And that brings me to my next point, which is even and odd numbers. If you guys are worried about odd numbers, you don't need to worry about them in florals because once they're combined and mixed together, you really can't tell how many you have.
Customer service line 1, please. Customer service line 1.
But if you're using something larger, like poinsettias or large balls where you can really like draw your eye to, then I would use an odd number because that's something you're going to see.
Crystal's wanting to know how to inquire about a tree install.
So Crystal, if you would like me, if you're wanting to contact me, you can go check out my Facebook page at Designs by Dylan, D-Y-L-A-N. Or you can email me at designsbydylan@yahoo.com. Okay.
Oh, Joseph says 31 trees this year,
Joseph,
4 foot and taller.
Oh my God, sir. Well, you need to make sure you send a photo. Send it to me, designsbydylan@yahoo.com, D-Y-L-A-N. I want to see. I'm going to send it to Zena too so she can see. So guys, I'm going through, I'm adding in this beautiful gold spray. This is really striking and it's like, you know, blending everything together, so I love it. And if you don't like gold and you like what we have so far, you could always do a different color theme as well. Or color story, that's the new profession, I guess, way to say.
Angela has 14.
Wow, Angela, girl, you've been busy. I'm sure you already have them all up, or you've been starting, I guess. Okay, so I've got some sprays going. I love it so far. So I added in the gold. Y'all see how much fuller it's getting? So now, of course, we're going to move on to our next friend, which is going to be red honey locust. We need a different color. So I've got these. I'm going to do these the same way. And you want to make sure you fluff all your stems, guys, because they've been packing those boxes for shipping. And put that in. By the way, spend over $75 on ellishomeandgarden.com. You get free shipping. That's something that they worked to do for a long time. And they finally got it.
Do you know how much this tree is?
Yeah, I can tell you. Let me look at my trashy tab one moment. It's $87.50. $87.50, hold on. Yes, but this tree is unlit. But they have the same tree over here. Let me tell you how much it is lit. Okay, so guys, they have the same tree for $147. And it's lit with either clear lights or it comes in multi, I think, too. So 2 lights.
Jessica, Rebecca will put a shopping list up after the video, and all of these will be on there.
And I'm glad that you guys asked about the colored lights, so that brings me to my next question. Do you prefer clear or colored lights? Y'all leave a comment. I prefer both because I love multi-lights. To me, that just makes me feel like it's Christmas time. I put clear on most of my trees, but I have trees on my front porch. I have a vintage tree. Those all have colored lights. What did I say?
Leanne says those legs need a tan.
Girl, I know. Look at these legs. Should I pull my shorts up for y'all? Leanne, don't be talking, okay? It is winter time around here, and I ain't got time to get the tan to bed. But I promise for you, as soon as I get done with my installs, girl, I'm gonna get me a tan. It's gonna be looking good. So just hold on. What do you prefer to your light-wise?
I like clear.
Clear. That's why I like to put multiples up, guys, so I can have an assortment of both one. I am so embarrassed now about my legs, because usually my legs look darker because of my hair, but it's probably falling out like the hair on my head, so I don't know.
A lot of clears.
Okay, yeah. I had a client one time, y'all. She loved colored lights so much. She wrapped every branch on her tree with 100 count of lights. You could feel the heat coming off from the tree. I was like, girl, you better call 911. Okay, and get you an extinguisher. Mm-mm. Ooh, I'm loving this tree, guys. Just adding in my stems. Come all the way to the bottom. Which I've never seen me bend and snap so much, huh? I'm gonna be chiropractor after this. Okay, so the main focal point of our top on this tree, guys, is going to be the bow. And I wanted to do this separately and differently than I have before so I can show you guys another way. You still want to add your florals at the top.
Okay, guys, I'm going to pick it up so you can see what he's doing because that part's cut off.
Okay. Actually, you want to do a scan over here real quick? I'll have Dina scan up, guys, while she's got the phone up. And then we can go from there. So I'm just going to show them real while you're up. So here's that garland that we put in there right here. Then we have our poinsettias we added, our ribbon. You can see little pieces of the mesh here and there, like here's a piece here. And then we have our florals, and you can see how everything's kind of going at a downward angle, guys, just like the tree branches naturally do. Okay. Then we have a couple more picks. Y'all see how quick this is going? I mean, it's really going quick.
What's the name of those stems?
Honey locust spray. Okay, so next up, we're going to talk ornaments. Okay, so a lot of people say, why don't you put your ornaments on first? Here's the reason. Most everyone has special ornaments either from their children or, you know, things they bought that are ceramic and, you know, they can be broken. So if you put your ornaments on first and you go back in there and try and add your ribbon and you try and shove picks and stems into your tree, it's going to shake your tree and it's going to knock those ornaments off and break them. So ornaments is the very last thing that I add to my tree, guys. So I've got a few here to add. Ornaments also, depending on the size, are another great filler. And I love boxed ornaments. They're my best friend. So these are from ellishomeandgarden.com. Do what?
Apalachicola. I love saying that.
Oh, and this is, they're shatterproof. So you guys can, they're lightweight. So you can glue these in your wreaths. You can use them on your trees. There's so many different things that you guys can do. So I'm going to take these out. Sorry about the noise. Look how pretty these are. They've got jewels on them and everything. So now we're going to just fill in the tree with some of the ornaments. Here's a tip, okay? Take your ornament and wrap it around the branch of the tree. That way you don't see all those strings, guys. That's trashy.
That's what, about 3 feet on the bottom? Width, diameter? Yeah.
Let me tell you one moment. Look at my tag. It's 42 inches diameter. It's got 900 tips on it. And it is 7.5 foot tall. But I think this is a great size tree, guys, because you can put this in a corner and then you're all set, good to go. Okay, next up, let's see, we're going to add some gold ball. This is a new item to Ellis. I hope they have this on the website. I guess I should have checked. But anyway, these are great because they're shatterproof, and I love different finishes on the tree. So there is shiny finish and there is a matte finish in here. And this is usually a you know what to open, so give me just a second to find my scissors again.
Back there.
And every one of these has hangers on there, guys. Let me get out of the camera in case I stab myself. Hold on.
Do you think that size garland's too big for a pencil tree?
No, just wrap it tight. You don't want to be able to, you want to see your tree branches still once you get that garland in there, so just wrap it tight. Okay. And there's different ones, guys. There is like champagne ones. There's some different greeneries. If you're doing a rustic tree, you could do that with grapevine. So there's lots of different options you guys could do. Okay.
The red ornaments, Destiny?
The red ornaments should be on the website. There's box art.
No, she was asking how'd you put those on, the red ones, and I don't know red what.
So these little gold balls, guys, the string is so short, you can actually just add these on the tips of your branches. Look how simple this is. And you're going to get these different finishes throughout your garland. You can also put 2 or 3 of these, maybe 3 or 5 odd numbers on a pipe cleaner. And you can put big ornaments on there as well.
Robin, some of them he's just hanging on the limb. Some of them he's putting in there and he's twisting it around.
And if you guys don't have ornament hangers already on here, you can use the metal ones and I wrap those around, or you can cut up pipe cleaners and use those, or wire. I've literally done it all. Ooh, my balls! Oh my god, y'all, we gotta run away. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna take these gold ones all the way to the bottom. And you don't just have to use balls, guys. You can use any decorative ornament that you want. I just happen to see these, and they're a very inexpensive way to fill this in. So I thought that would be good. Okay. So any questions you guys have? Do you have any questions about tree decorating? Y'all leave that down below. Let's take this opportunity to answer some of those questions while we finish up. And again, all the picks and stems, guys, that I put in the tree are 50% off on the website, which I have the website, guys, pinned in the description of this video.
And then remember, Rebecca will be posting the shopping list shortly after.
Yes. Oh, the dog over there. What in the heck is going on?
What are some different color combos for this year?
Well, blue is the color of the year, guys. It's everywhere. You can do blue and champagne. You could take your traditional like this. You could add royal blue in there. Gives like a nutcracker feel. That'd be cool to put in there with your multicolored lights. For those of you asking about that, champagne is huge. It's probably the #1 color scheme that I get when I go to clients' homes. And champagne, guys, for those of you who don't know, is like a mixture of silver and gold put together. And then you can always add accents of individual silver and gold to put with that too. I consider that a neutral, so you could do champagne in red, champagne in navy, champagne in green, sage green. So that's probably my favorite. And then of course, something that's timeless is always red and gold. And red and gold you can dress up, dress down. What I mean by dressing it down is you can use natural components like berries and things like that versus the glitter, and that'll kind of give you an option for that.
Do you think you should put the bow to cover the top of the tree or leave a little bit with the branches poking out?
I like a little bit of the branches poking out, but that's just a preference thing. But something I will tell you guys, if you get ready to put a bow on the top of your tree, instead of just putting one bow and having it sitting at the very top where it kind of goes back and forth and balances, I take 2 or 3 bows and I piece them together on the tree. That way you have a full, gorgeous bow all the way around.
Sue has an antler tree and doesn't know what material to use to decorate.
So if you have an antler tree, you probably can't put much material on it because you've just got the antlers and you can see through there. So you're probably just going to have to use ornaments to dress it up, and I would use the larger, rounder ball ornaments towards the base of the trunk, and then your more decorative ones up towards the tip.
Do you like decorating artificial trees better than real?
Yes, only because I've only decorated one real tree in my life, and that was last year here when we did it on the video. And it was fun. It was a challenge because, you know, the branches are more flimsy on a real tree. So you have to basically wire your picks and stems, and you have to be careful with how much weight that you put on one branch, because if not, your tree is going to be looking like this. But I like artificials better because you can bend everything. and move it.
Have you ever done a cowboy tree?
Yes, I have. Only one time I had a client, and she lives in Gilmer, and she did a cowboy tree. And things you could put on there to dress that up is grapevine wreaths. You could put, or grapevine garland. You could put berry garland on there. All different kinds of stuff. But speaking of real trees, guys, Ellis Home and Garden here just got in their live trees. And they've got a huge selection out there. I think anywhere from about this tall, what is it, like 4 foot, all the way to probably 10 foot maybe. Hey Mark, I saw Mark walking by, so we're going to ask him in just a second. Can you give us some information on the live trees? I was telling everybody that you just got them in.
What do you suggest for white ornaments?
White? Let me think white. We'll tell him. Get them over here on the side. I told you just got your live trees
You
in.
should mention the live trees because this is not a live tree. This is artificial. But yes, we got the live. Oh, excuse me. We got. Am I?
Hey, you're good.
We got the live trees in yesterday. The 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot, and 9 foot Fraser firs. We got about 260, 270 of them. And as soon as they come in, we give them a fresh cut, put them in water, so they're good to go. So come to us for your needs for your live Christmas tree.
So when you purchase live trees, they come with a stand?
Does not come with a stand. That's optional. We have them available in stands already with water. And we have about 3 different varieties of stands. So got your own stand, fine. Otherwise, be glad for you to get one.
So what else is new outside? Anything you can tell us about? When's your poinsettias coming in?
I already have a few poinsettias now, but I'm going to order the week of Thanksgiving. I usually do a kind of a semi-large order just to let people know we have it. But I do have 1 gallon ones right now, and I found out yesterday that my girl has the 10-inch and the 8-inch as well. So yeah, I mean I've already got them. So if you need like a large amount, especially for churches, just contact me here at Ellis, and I can get those for you for whatever date you want for your church.
Perfect.
Here we go.
All right. Well, thank you, Mark, for coming to say it. I was
Hey,
just telling everybody about them trees.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all.
But they sell out quick.
Yes, they do.
All right, guys. So the white ornaments you were asking about. You can buy white ornaments, but you can also, this is something that people have done when I've decorated their homes. They actually take ornaments and spray paint them, and you can buy spray paint for ornaments, and you can do different finishes. So that might answer your question too.
What's the best color for a flock tree?
Flock trees are any color you want except for white and silver because you can't see it on there, or clear. But white trees are pretty by themselves. You can actually get away with not putting as much decor on a white tree, and then you can put more on a green tree because it takes more to make it look full.
I'm going to mispronounce her name, Jonna.
Okay. Hey, Donna.
He does have videos for the bows. She was saying her bows never look like that.
Yeah, on Ellis's page here, go to the video tab, and there's past videos, guys, of bows, not only by hand, but pro by the hand, too. And that's on the website also, guys.
Any ideas for mannequin skirt tree?
Mannequin skirt tree, the best way I would do that if you're starting from scratch, you have no base. Sometimes mannequin trees come with, like, the greenery on there already, but you can just take strips of garland and chicken wire, and that's how you can kind of create that.
That's all we have right now.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to have Gina scan up on the tree. We just finished up. And again, while she's scanning up, guys, I'm going to give you kind of the overlay of what we've done. So we had a 7.5 foot Fraser fir tree. We started out by putting the mesh on there. We cut it into strips that were 36 to 48 inches. Then we added our bows on there, and I did those kind of in a diamond pattern. Then we added our floral garland, which is a great filler. We added our additional poinsettias. We added honey locust spray in both red and gold. And then we added some red balls that have some jewels on them. And then we added 2 different textures of gold, not only the matte, but the shiny finish as well. So I hope that this, guys, gives you some ideas or inspiration when you guys get ready to decorate your home, which we would love to see your photos. So please be sure to share them not only to Ellis's messenger, but you can message me at Designs by Dylan, guys, or on my email at designsbydylan@dylan.com. I love to see what you do because it inspires me to go out and change up my stuff in Josh and home. So please share your photos. I'd love to see. But I hope you guys have had a great week so far. I know it's only Tuesday, but I hope you continue to. Hopefully you get some great weather. It's been beautiful here in Texas. Like yesterday it was kind of cool, but during the day it was awesome. So I love cooler weather because it makes me want Christmas here even more. But stay safe out there, guys. Wear your masks. Take care. And me and Dina will be back next Tuesday at 10 a.m. CST here at Ellis Home and Garden for another great video. And everything on the tree and more can be found at ellishomeandgarden.com. The item of the week was the picks and stems. They're 50% off, girl. You spend over $75, you get free shipping on the website, so that's a no-brainer. So all that's on there, everything you see. Rebecca, as soon as we get done, she's going to post a shopping list. You guys have more information about where to get the specific items that I used on the tree.
How do you sturdy the base so it doesn't tip over, like
So-
for cats?
You better get your cats. The tree is in a stand, guys, with screws, so it's pretty secure. And if you decorate it all the way around like you should, I did this for demo, but if you do that, it should be fine. But one thing you can do is get your spray bottle, and so if those cats get near your tree, just spray them with that spray bottle. Some crazy cats love it, like mine does, but most of them hate it and they'll run away. So hopefully that'll help.
Amy, they're 12-inch loops. 12-inch loops?
Yes, 12-inch loops. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Oh, Mark's back. Honey, we got a little side by.
Sorry, my steam.
A drive by. Oh.
Hey, I forgot to mention that we're gonna have the live garland and live wreaths again this year, so they're due any day. Okay, gotta go.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, check us out, ellishelmangarden.com. Item of the week was picks and stems, 50% off. Live trees, garlands are coming soon, and everything like that. So check me out on Facebook, Designs by Dylan. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you next week here at Ellis Home and Garden. Bye, guys.
Bye.